Hi everyone, welcome to our webinar today. My name's Mark and I'm part of the partnerships team here at TourRadar based in beautiful Portugal. Thanks for joining us today as we are excited to shine the spotlight onto one of our amazing operators, Omega Tours. I'm joined today by Aurelie and Michael. And before I hand over, please feel free to post any questions throughout the presentation and we will ensure to go over and answer them towards the end. Don't be shy, ask anything that you need to know so we ensure we cover all the aspects throughout. And there's also going to be an incentive in place to earn some extra commission, but I will let Aurelie and Michael explain a bit more about this. And without further ado, I think we can hand over to you guys actually already.
Great. Hi, everyone. So this is Aurelie here, and I am with Michael from Omega Tours. So we're happy to have everyone here. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to be with us. So wanted to first of all letting you know a little bit more about who is Omega Tours, just so that you get a little bit more of an understanding of our background. So basically, Michael and I, who are here today, Michael is the product director of Omega Tours. I'm the sales director. We both have been in the industry for over 10 years. So, you know, it's been a while. We're quite passionate about what we do, being in the travel industry. And actually, Michael and I worked together in another company previously, and now we work again together. And it's been 2 years for me here at Omega Tours. So Omega Tours is a division of OST Travel. OST Travel has basically been in the Canadian travel industry for 56 years. It was one of the first travel agency in the travel industry in Canada. So it was created by the Saracini family. When you think about us, if there is one word that actually can define us, it is family. Because it's been created by a family and it's still owned and operated by and run by the Saracini family. So, you know, a lot of our family values are actually translated in what we do on a daily basis. In terms of, you know, what we are known for, we have a great variety of tour options, which are basically helping us to best service all of your various travel needs and clients' requests. We specialize in small group, as well as independent and private touring across Europe and North America. Another key feature about Omega Tours is the good value options. So when you think about, you know, variety of options when it comes to escorted tours, small group tours, we come with a very good value for money. 90% of our business through TourRadar is coming from escorted group tours. So we do a lot of those, but we also offer small group tours and independent. Those are becoming more and more popular actually on our end, and we love to see, you know, more and more requests for independent tours and for private touring. So Michael will dive into, within the next 2 slides, he'll go over, you know, the different options and going into more details, giving you a breakdown of the specific features for each travel types that we do offer. When it comes to private touring, so all the TourRadar online tour options that you see, they can also be offered on a private basis. So on that note, we really want you to be able to trust and rely on us when it comes to our destination expertise. It's one of our strengths. This is what we're also known for, in addition to, you know, having family values and being a family-owned travel company. We do actually have an amazing team of 8 travel advisors with a substantial destination expertise. We basically, all of us, or originally from Europe, and have traveled there or have lived there. So when it comes to that expertise, you can truly trust that we know our destinations and our product. And in terms of experience selling Europe, we've been all of our team members, our travel advisors, have been selling those destinations for over 10 years. Um, so, you know, you can truly trust us when it comes to that extensive knowledge for destinations. And just to kind of summarize, you know, a little bit of who we are, and in terms of our team members, half of our travel advisors have been with Ontario Saracini Travel and Omega Tours for over 15 years. So that gives you, you know, the loyalty of our, you know, our team here is also a great, you know, translation of this traditional family value that we uphold. So that's a little bit about who we are at Omega Tours. We wanted to introduce you to our destinations. Overall, we have 15 and plus destinations. We have a good mix of the most popular European destinations, obviously Italy, Portugal, Spain, Greece, and France being our top selling destinations, where we do also offer some more unique European destinations, which we've listed here, including Scandinavia and Switzerland and Turkey. So we can definitely cater to a good variety of your requests from your clients. Another key feature when it comes to our destination, which we are known for Italy, we have an extensive portfolio of options for Sicily as well. So when it comes to your request for, you know, Europe, but more specifically Italy, if you have first-time travelers to Italy, we obviously have a good variety of options for that destination. But we also have for people that have been to Italy and they're willing to explore other regions, we do specialize in other parts of Italy, and Sicily is one of our upcoming, has been quite popular and keeps going. So something to keep in mind. Another key feature that I wanted to highlight in terms of destinations is the multi-country options. They're quite popular. We do offer great combination of multiple destinations. Usually it's combination of two, so Greece and Italy is quite popular, Italy and Spain, Spain and Portugal. And we are actually expanding the multi-country options, the package options. So you'll see new ones coming up on TourRadars as well as we keep growing. And then in terms of the way we designed our tours, and it's really relevant when it comes to combining two destinations. We try to keep them as efficient as possible and to cover the best regions for each destination, so that for first timers, they are who would not have as much time to travel, they're really willing to cover as many destinations as possible, we can arrange for that as well. So I'll get Michael to go over the specifics of each travel types, which basically can service a lot of your clients' requests. Over to you, Michael.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for taking the time to speak with us today. My name is Michael, and I'm the product director at Omega Tours. I've been at Omega for almost about 5 years now, and we have seen a significant growth after since post-COVID, and we have been expanding our portfolio quite a bit. So we do offer different travel type experiences at Omega Tours that cater to, you know, various interests and preferences for clients. As Orly mentioned, our top trending travel type right now is small group tours. Clients want to be with a smaller group, which is, you know, they don't want to be in a huge bus with over 50 people. They want something more intimate and that is more relaxing service. So our small group tours, we have small group tours across Europe for Italy, Portugal, Spain. We have our small group tours range from 8 to 16 people, depending on the country and the tour itself. So, for instance, we have our best-selling small group tour is for Italy, which is Rome, Florence, and Venice, and it only has a maximum of eight people. And we've been receiving positive reviews from our clients on the specific tour. The benefits of our small group tours: it's an intimate experience. It allows clients to have a personalized attention from guides and a closer connection with fellow travelers. Our small group tours, there's a lot of flexibility that we offer. So, for instance, clients can add additional nights to their itinerary. They can also add additional tours, and they can also we also offer upgrades on their hotels or the services on these small group tours. Another travel type that we offer, which is becoming quite popular, are independent tours. Our independent tours are very flexible, which means that our itineraries can be tailored. Our clients can customize the independent tours that we offer. So, for instance, a client can book the itinerary, an independent tour itinerary, straight from the way it is, or they can make some changes to it. For instance, they can add some extra nights, they can upgrade their tours, they can upgrade their hotels, and they can personalize their experience based on their preferences, their interests, and their budget. The benefit about the independent tours, majority of them are offered almost every day. Uh, Sometimes they're all offered about maybe 3 or 4 times during the week, because as in Europe, some museums are closed like on Mondays or other closed on Sundays. But we work around that so the clients do not miss anything from the itinerary. So our independent tours, we offer independent tours all throughout Europe, and it's becoming quite very popular as clients have the flexibility to customize their own itinerary, so they're not part of a set itinerary similar to like an escorted tour. And then we have our rail tours. Our rail tours, they are very becoming popular also. So our rail tours, it's similar. The client will be with a group. The group tends to be smaller, which is about 20 to 25 travelers per departure. We have a departures about for our rail tours of once a week, and the clients do they're very eco friendly. There's the convenience that clients can get from point A to point B much quicker as opposed to a coach tour. And so the clients have more of an opportunity to explore the city much more, get there much earlier as opposed to the coach tour. So all rail tours, it's very similar to a coach tour. However, all transportation is done by a first class train. Europe has the train system in Europe is very efficient, for Italy, for Portugal, for Spain, which is our top sellers for our rail tours. And the next one is our escorted tours, which is our top seller, which we're also known for. These We have many departures to choose from. Clients have many departures to choose from. As some of our, for instance, Italy, we have departures twice a week during the high season, which is from April to October. We also offer flexibility on these tours, even though they're set tours that the clients will have to follow a specific itinerary. What we offer is the clients can add some optional tours during their stay. We can add transfers, and we can also add pre or post tour accommodation. And majority of our escorted coach tours, if the client it likes the itinerary, likes how the feel of it, we can offer the tour based on an independent or private basis, and we can customize it based on the client's needs. And then we have our short stays and city breaks. These are perfect for clients for time. They're ideal for those who have limited time, allowing the experience to highlight the city for a short period of time. And we offer city breaks for majority of the major cities in Europe, like for instance Rome, Paris, and London. And we also have our private tours, which is strictly fully private. The client, it's just their own group, and like Orly mentioned, majority of our tours can be flipped to the private tour side. And we can do it either by coach, we can do it by rail, or the clients can also have the option by doing it in a small group with other travelers. So everything we have on the TourRadar website majority of the tours can be customized into a private tour basis. Uh, and that just allows the clients, they don't want to be with a large group, but they can be their own. Maybe if it's with their family, with friends, and we can work on customizing it based on what their preferences are, and we can send you a quote on TourRadar based on their interests. I'm going to pass it on to Orly for the next slide.
Thank you, Michael.
No problem.
So as you saw in the previous slide, a good variety of different travel options. Something that's really, key in terms of the capacity, the access to basically having customized travel itineraries, is that it's backed up by our first-hand destination knowledge. We were talking with Mark earlier in the presentation, just sharing where we have been in the past summer, and I was in France myself for the whole month of August. My background is from France. I'm originally from Normandy. Like I said, a lot of people in our team have either traveled extensively in Europe. Michael was in Portugal in the past few weeks. So definitely something that's important to keep in mind when it comes to having the access to customizing the travel itineraries, whether you have a client liking exactly the itinerary the way it is on TourRadar, but having the exact same on a private basis, we can totally do that. And we love to actually, go above and beyond and make recommendations, and really based on our first-hand destination knowledge, we can truly customize it to exactly what the clients are willing to do. So I just wanted to go over some of the key features for you to remember about Omega Tours, and why we hope that we will be the ideal choice for your clients. So we basically are very proud and happy about our partnership, our long-standing partnership with TourRadar. We've basically worked together for 12 years. So it's been successful and it keeps growing. So very happy about that. So you can definitely know that, we trust each other because it's been quite a while. And also when it comes to the trust factor, we actually have known with our suppliers for quite a while as well. So over the years, we've built the trust. We are in direct contact with them on a daily basis. We provide that great local assistance and support to the clients when they're in country, and especially for, Europe, and North America, more Europe with the time difference. You can be totally, um, reassured that they will be taken care of. You don't have to worry about staying in touch with them. Obviously, you want to be in touch with them. They're your clients, but overall, they'll be taken care of if they need anything while they are in country. So that's an important key feature to remember, but also knowing that we trust our suppliers. We know they're going to be of great help to your clients in country. Also, something that's really key to remember about Omega Tours is over the years, we've actually gained global trust, whether it's our direct consumers or travel advisors. They tend to come back to us. So we have a good amount of repeat business, which is a testament to, the global trust that we've been able to build over the years. Something very important to keep in mind. Also, like I mentioned earlier, you do have access to budget-friendly quality tours. That's something that is pretty, that makes us stand out when it comes to what we offer, is a quality of tours with access to budget-friendly options, especially for the escorted tours. And one last thing that's quite important, I believe in this travel industry, it still is, and it is the most important for us is to service our clients the best way possible. You as travel agents, it is a driving force for us. We are a very passionate team of travel advisors, and we usually don't take no for an answer. So we push and we strive to go above and beyond, really, to provide the best service, and it does actually reflect in our reviews, which are way above average. So we hope that you will trust us and that you will basically think about Omega Tours whenever you're going on TourRadar. So that's us. That's Omega Tours. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope to be in touch with you.
Perfect. Now we'll open the floor for some questions as well. One came in while you guys were presenting and actually talking about Sicily as that came up. Um, it is pretty much just asking how to obtain information about Sicily and how to get in touch. I think that's one of the things I can actually showcase you. So give me 1 second and I'll take over the presentation showcasing you how to do so. 1 second, just opening up and switching over. So as you guys can see, I'm on the TourRadar page now. I'm already logged in with my travel agent account. So this is the view that you guys would be seeing as well. Already pre-filtered to Omega Tours. You can easily look them up in the search window up here to further filter down by just their tours. Funny enough, I have opened a Sicily tour already. So to answer your question, Shannon, how to get in touch with Omega Tours directly, the best thing is in case there is not enough information about the itinerary on the actual tour page, which you can find the basic outline of the day-to-day itinerary, the what's included section as well. Everything should be covered as far as where you'll be staying most of the time, about the guides, meals, additional services, optional extras, and such. But if there's still obviously open questions, we have a very nice, easy feature called Ask a Question. I'm just gonna quickly fill one out and send a test question to you guys. Omega Tours, so don't
We'll receive this
you'll
very
receive
quickly.
this in just a second. But what I wanted to show you, once you send off the question, you will receive an email notifications as well. Omega Tours will receive an email communication because you're going to be in pretty much directly in touch with Aurélie and Michael probably
Yes.
that will answer your questions. So the page that I'm showcasing you is just your simple travel agent portal. If you go to your bookings under your bookings tab, hopefully my question is already popping up here. So you can see the first one is Sicilian Fantasies by Omega Tours. If I'm opening up this window from here, this is the communication page between Omega Tours and yourself. So you can see the question that I've posted. You can ask anything in here, and I'm sure Omega Tours, with their extensive knowledge, will answer and promptly reply to your requests as you see fit. This would also be the window where you would ask about any extra upgrades, any extra optional activities to be booked on. Omega Tours can immediately update quotes for you as well. And once you're ready, you just click on book now, either share the booking link with the customer, or I'll open it now so you can actually see how that would look like. So once Omega Tours has updated the pricing and quote for you specifically, you just go ahead, click everything that's applicable. So I'm just going to choose 2 travelers. It automatically suggests double occupancy, updates the pricing, and then what's happening down here, fill in your details for your clients. Obviously very important, the commission that you can be earning on this adventure as well. And one other factor is when it comes to the payment sections. If you haven't done a booking yet on TourRadar, we have 3 different options to actually pay for a tour. The first one would be just sending the customer a payment link, so you don't have to write down their credit card details. The customer can easily book themselves. Nowadays there's plenty of security measures in place, so sometimes it's not as easy booking on behalf of your customer with their credit card details. So this is one option. The other one would be is if you still have the credit card information from your clients, to type it in here, or if you can also pay with a company credit card that you've entered in the backend system of the travel agent portal. So there's a few different options that you can go ahead and choose. Once you fill out that information, Omega Tours will be notified, and then they will just click and confirm your booking, which you then again can see in your agent portal as the status will change to confirmed. And that's pretty much it.
Mark, I'm sorry to interrupt. And just before we jump on to the next question, and I know we have about 30 attendees, wanted to mention about our special prize that we have for today. I should have mentioned it earlier, so just making sure I'm covering it now before we go to the next question. So we'll offer an extra $250 commission to our first booking from travel advisors attending today, based on your attendance and your engagement throughout this Q&A session. So just wanted to make sure we cover this, and Marcus basically announced the winner at the end.
Yes. So another question from Shannon, as far as what's TourRadar's role and why not reach Omega Tours directly? Fair question. Like Aurélie mentioned, we've been working a very, very long time with a lot of the operators that are on our platform, including Omega Tours. What we offer is we pretty much we compare a lot of different operators to our site. So we are in a way just a marketplace where you have the chance to go and compare products from different suppliers that we're working with. We also are collecting reviews for different suppliers like Omega Tours as well. They're having a very good review rating on a lot of their products through our site as well. The pricing that you see is the same. The whole concept of TourRadar offering support for travel agents in that sense is that we do have a 24/7 support. We do offer payment in different currencies. So you can always pay in your local currencies because we are a global platform. Right now you see on this page it's displayed in Europe because I'm based in Portugal. If you're booking from Canada or US, you would always see your respective currency. So yeah, those are some of the features, and where the role of TourRadar, what comes in. We wanted just to make the whole booking experience for operators that you might not be as familiar with, to give you the option to pay and book securely through our system as well. The commission, the same through TourRadar versus Omega Tours. Probably not. I'm not familiar what the commission is that Omega Tours gives to agents directly, but as you can see, most of the products we give 11%, which is part of our commission that we give up to our travel agents. Any other questions? We're close to the end. There's one that came in that's probably going to be directed to you. Do the prices change? One of the agents noticed price increases in Italy tours lately. So what's your pricing schema for tours that you're posting throughout the year?
I can answer that question.
Yes, go ahead.
So right now for 2024, we're offering early bird rates because for various reasons, a lot of suppliers are starting to put the rates out right now. So to encourage clients to start booking, usually sometimes hotels do change their rates in Italy, which they are notorious for doing that. But we try when the rates do change, they we try to keep them as low as possible without a major change. But I would say a majority of our tours, the rates will not change for 2024. But as of now, some tours we are offering early bird rates to encourage clients to book early.
Yeah, so definitely it's great to start booking summer 2024. We're starting to see an increase of requests, which is very good. And like Michael said, we have the early bird, so that should help, trying to keep the price very affordable. But we do also have, like Mark is presenting, the Taste of Italy is one of our most popular tour in the summer season. Even for 2024, we're going to stay in the range of the $2,000 per person in the summer or less than that. So you can see 1,500 certain dates, obviously more in the winter time. As we get closer to the summer travel dates, it will be a little bit higher. But overall, it's pretty affordable when it comes to the escorted group tour. So we'll see some destinations with a higher price increase, but like Michael said, most of them, we're trying to keep them in line in terms of price point in comparison to last year.
That's awesome. I know, was it last year where prices for certain destinations just skyrocketed just towards the end of
Yeah,
the month,
already.
because I think that was just
Yeah.
past COVID or something, where all of a
Absolutely.
sudden everyone wanted to last minute
Mhm.
bookings because everything was open and
Yes.
hotel capacity was out of control. I believe it was Italy.
Oh,
I believe it was last year
Italy,
as well,
yes,
where that
Yeah.
was a nightmare to get
it
any
was.
bookings in if you didn't want to pay more than 10,000 euros or
Absolutely.
such. I
Yeah,
can
no, it was
remember
it
those
was it was
headaches.
intense. It was intense. It was probably post-COVID for Europe was probably the highest traveling season. Post-COVID was definitely, after those 2 years, and especially for Italy. Yeah, it was quite busy and higher price point. Obviously,
Yeah,
inflation, post-pandemic,
everything,
like we all
everything.
know what the
um,
deal is.
I have one more question before we wrap up our session, just because we're running a bit over. But a
Mhm.
question that actually came in when we did the announcement of your webinar. Do you cater to people with mobility issues or certain disabilities as well? Is that something that you cater as part of your escorted tours, or is that more on a private basis? Thought it's always has come up a few times already in webinars from certain
Mhm.
operator agent partners.
Yes, we've had the question before. Michael probably has a little bit more insight to provide on this, I believe.
I would strongly recommend we can cater, but however, I would recommend more on a private tour
Mhm.
basis
Okay.
because on a coach tour, you're following a specific schedule. On a private customized tour, we can cater around the client's needs and preferences to enjoy their vacation instead of trying to follow the because it's a more of a fast-paced tour, the escorted coach tours. On
Mhm.
a private tour, the client will have the flexibility to choose what time they would like to be picked up. We can, from the guide and specific hotels they request. But I would strongly recommend a customized private tour.
Okay. That makes sense depending on the pace of a tour as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also to keep in mind when you're in a coach tour, there's certain areas within cities you cannot access with a large coach bus, right? Having a
Mhm.
smaller vehicle when you are with your own private group and your own driver guide, it makes it easier as far as mobility to be able to access certain areas, access to hotels without having to walk
Yeah.
as much. So it's also something to keep in mind, and the private guided aspect will allow for that, right? And we can also select when we do it on a private basis, we can also select specific hotels that will cater towards a clientele that has mobility issues. So
Yeah.
that gives us a little bit more flexibility as well on that end.
Perfect. And just to wrap it up, let's quickly announce the winner as well. We'll be in
Woohoo.
touch with them just right after the webinar. So the winner today is Tracy Ummel. Congrats, Tracy. And
Congratulations, Tracy.
yes. Hopefully, first booking will come in for your clients, and looking forward to their feedback as well. Like I
Yes,
said, I will be in touch, Tracy. And Michael, Aurelie, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure,
Thank you.
and I think very insightful for a lot of those attendees today as well, and travel agents. And let's time to get those Italy bookings in for next year in Sicily.
yes, we're ready. We're ready. Thank you for
We're ready.
having
Thank you.
us.
Okay, thanks. Bye, everyone. Have a good rest of the
Bye.
Bye.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.